So similar to like what I just described before, we will take we'll use the transcripts from the speech analytics tool to be able to do like focused call listening is one example by looking at like specific keywords or phrases or terms that are in the transcript. So we can kind of like do like a Google search to filter all the calls we get because it's a very large organization. So we have lots of calls to go through. So we're able to filter it down to a specific topic that we're interested in or our business partners are interested in. So we can do focused call listening, so we can listen to those calls, play those calls back, to again get those like business insights, those opportunities, things that maybe we could do differently or better. And then on the other side, it was more of the reporting, so the using the transcripts to categorize types of calls based off of reasons they're calling us or behaviors like escalations or agents apologizing, just using non-confident language, so that we can use these kind of other form of insights again to report on a regular basis back to our business partners. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that for a second. So, because speech analytics, it's a very powerful tool. Like I've used it for the last 7 years, so I'm very comfortable, very aware of it and how it works. I think it does a really great job of, one, of transcribing the speech to text. So while it's not perfect, I know that there's no 100% solution in this type of technology yet in speech to text. But we've done some comparisons with Verint and with other vendors who offer transcription service, and Verint seemed to have had the most promising results. So that's when we ultimately decided to go with Verint for this reason, like those transcripts, at least for the speech analytics part of the Verint platform. So I think that's very happy with like that transcription. I think is a good example. I think there's always room for improvement in kind of everything. So if I were to say, like, it'd be great if, although the transcription's great, like if they can continue to further enhance it and boost it up, but also I know like they're getting like AI is kind of like the craze these days, and it'd be great to have that integration. And I know there's some other things out there already like DaVinci that can kind of do this, but being able to more seamlessly, I guess, connect the dots, and if there's that implementation of AI-powered speech analytics, if that makes sense, I think that would go a long way. Let's say 7. It's a great tool to help business understand like what's happening in their contact centers or their calls coming through. So that's a great use case for it. It may not be such a great use case. I haven't really thought about that. I mean, a not so good use case. Nothing really comes to mind. Sorry.
I guess that's a good thing.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So we've done like some proof of concept again with like some other vendors. So Cresta, Nuance, a few other ones that I can't remember off the top of my head right now, and they all have pros and cons, I guess you could say, each of the vendors. And like with Verint anyway, it was probably a bit better on the cost side, and then it had a little bit more weight in some of the benefits that I would have to our specific, because we already have Verint in our ecosystem for like other areas in our organization. So just tacking on the speech analytics to our existing ecosystem was more like it just made sense of having to go then with a whole new vendor for a different purpose. I do, yes. Yes. Not fully, I would say. I was maybe like 80 or 90%, but it could also just be like
you know, the sales pitch always kind of promises the moon, but you don't kind of get everything. I am satisfied. I'm happy. I just think that there were maybe some, I don't know, miscommunication or something that happened that could have been handled differently. That maybe it would have been even more satisfied. Yes, yes, yes.